Good evening, friends. It's a great honor for me to introduce to you Mr. Prabodh Sirur, Head of Talent Management and Employee Engagement, Logica India. Sir has been serving Logica for the past 16 years. His role at Logica covers business partnering, performance management, employee engagement, competency management, etc. Before this role, Sir was Head of Delivery in Telecom domain for 3 years, Product Center Head in Financial Service sector. Prior to that, he has played multiple roles such as Head of Quality Assurance, Testing Services, Infrastructure Management, etc. Interestingly, Sir has started his career as a banker in 1973. Some of the highlights of his banking career are IT product development in retail banking and being part of national level task force set up by the Reserve Bank of India. Mr. Sirur's passion is to motivate people. Sir feels he has a talent to identify strengths in people and ability to map that talent to any business function. Sir has created employee networks based on people's passions and to leverage the power to enhance company brand and to contribute to the society. Also, Sir is a first-time author of a book titled In the Wonderland of Talent Management, a Corporate Fairy Tale, recently published on Amazon. Mr. Sirur is Masters in Commerce and has done certification in Quality Assurance. Sir, the podium is all yours.
Good afternoon, friends. I'm not going to talk about telecom. Is that okay? I'm not going to talk about any business. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
How nice. Okay. So who read my CV just now? So it was wonderfully crafted. Who did the job? Well done, well done. Can we applause for him? Thank you. So I almost believe what he said is right. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the topic called What's Your Passion? How much time do I have? All the time. Okay. Okay, so you will wonder if I'm putting in 12-13 hours every day and working in HR, so what am I talking about here and what's his role related to passion? Okay, I'll give you some background. When I took on this role, I was head of delivery in telecom. Then I was asked to do this employee engagement role. And I had an opportunity to meet many people on a day-to-day basis, and I was amazed the kind of passions and talents people had. So role-wise, let's say they are developers, they are testers, they are software architects, they are project managers, they are business unit heads, but I found that they had something more in them. They were doing this role which was only part of their personality, and they had a lot of dreams and a lot of talents and passions tucked away. So what we started doing was we started networking them around their passions. We said, okay, if you are a painter, why don't I network you with other painters? If you are a dancer, why don't I network you with other dancers and see what kind of possibilities we can have for you. So do you think it is useful? Are they not wasting their time? Why? Is there a mic around somewhere? Anybody wants to say? Or you can speak loudly. Yeah?
After they intermingle with the other in their own skills, that they will also develop the skills and that will help them in the further.
Yeah, you are right. So what we felt was that when they interact with other people. There are lots of ideas they have, and they can really spend their weekends, their evening times together and really create something beautiful for them. And this will cascade onto their job also, because they are now happy, they are producing much more than what we asked them to produce. So they were kind of more happy, they were happier, and there was a lot of bonding within their teams. So we found tremendous, fantastic results by doing these activities. Okay. So I want to share all this with you, because you are future managers, you are future leaders. So please remember this, that people have their own dreams which may not be necessarily within their jobs, or which may be alongside their day jobs, and this, if you are in a position to leverage those talents, it will definitely benefit your organizations. Okay. Okay, so these are some of the pictures I have picked up. So this is Amit. He is into insurance domain. He is, I think, he is a Microsoft senior developer, and his passion is to create social videos. Okay, so this is one of the videos he created, and which was published by the Bangalore Traffic Commissioner, premiered by the Aliyah France and also the Traffic Commissioner, and the movie is so impactful that they made it compulsory viewing for all the colleges within Bangalore. Okay, so this is what he did, and we helped him position this movie, and it was really a fantastic day for him when it was premiered. Now this girl Mrudul, she is a business analyst into energy and utility space. And what does she do when she is not writing the functional specifications? She is going out in the wild and shooting, doing the shooting. And recently, I think she was a production manager of one of the movies, and which was premiered in Pune recently, and it was also now recently presented in Toronto. Okay, so this is what she did. This is Shaju. He is a software architect, and he is a photographer and spends a lot of time doing the photography. Sanjeev Pani, he is a senior service manager. Can you believe this is what he has done? So this is Asim. He loves tables. When I say tables, it is the database tables, and he just loves them, and he all the time he is talking about database tables and indexing and this and that. And one day we said, why don't you then go and write a book about it? So he did that, and he says it is one of the best books on Oracle. So maybe it's right. Okay, so he is Praveen. Can you believe, just paper, pencil and a mouse? And he was equally passionate about Java. And I remember every time we did campus recruitments, and when the junior programmers or graduates came, he would take them under them and provide a lot of guidance on Java. He is one of the grads. So what we do, I told you about did I tell you about the movies we make? Social movies? Yes, we did. No? So every year we ask employees to create movies around social cause, and ask the independent judges external judges to come and evaluate those movies. And we then have an event just as similar to Oscar, and we call it Logica Oscar. Okay, so, and it's a fantastic event. So this is one guy, Krishna, who created a movie called H2O. It's interesting. So the name he said was HIJKLMNO, H2O. Okay, so he is Narendra. He is a service director in one of the key accounts. So when he is not managing the accounts, what does he do? He pierces people. He does acupuncture. Okay, so, and let me tell you, all these people are really high performing people. Okay, and they really like when I go back and tell them that these are the presentations I made about you. They are really happy and feel proud. So what I would like you to do now for the next 5 minutes is turn to the person on your left. Okay, shake hands with him or her and do a sharing of what your passion is. If there is nobody on your left, please join the person to the right. Please remember the topic of discussion is not when are we going to end this presentation. The topic of discussion is what my passion is, and please share your passions. Be generous to the next person. Don't go on talking about your passion alone. Are you done? Done? That's all? Okay. Okay, so we will talk about your passions a little bit later, yeah? So how did you feel? How did you feel listening to the person? Were you aware of that talent and passion before? You were aware already? Okay, good. What did you feel when you shared about your passion? I first asked about listening to the passion. What did you feel when you shared your passion to the person next to you? Did you feel great? Okay. Okay, so this is what happens when there is someone who's around to listen to your passion, right? Okay, so when I started doing this exercise and asking my people in my company about their passions, etc., etc., so it also gave me an opportunity to study more about this. And what I found out was that there are many more intelligences in us over and above the IQ intelligence. We are always when we talk about intelligence, we talk about mathematics and IQ, etc., etc., right? But in 1983 there was a study made by a person called Professor Howard Gardner, who found out that there are many, many more intelligences and not the only one which we recognized. Okay, for example, he found in the brain that there was one place where the intelligence was about language. Okay, so was there in your sharing any person in this category whose passion is he or she understands language, he or she can pick up languages? Was there anybody in this group? Raise your hands. Nobody? No intelligence in linguistic? Okay, I'm sure there are many people in logic and mathematics. Am I right? Okay. Can you stand up? In your place? Everybody will stand. Okay, so there is one more intelligence called spatial intelligence, which is about architecture, which is the person has intelligence of understanding two shades of the paint or understand the 3D or depth of something. So they are painters, architects, etc., etc. Is there anybody from this intelligence? Okay, there are a few. Good. Which we see in sportsmen and we see in dancers. They have very, very fantastic control over their body. You know him, right? Tiger Woods. Okay, so there is one more intelligence which is called the interpersonal intelligence. So this intelligence means you can understand what the person is really trying to communicate, right? From the body language, from the way he is speaking, you can empathize with the people you are talking to. So that intelligence is called interpersonal intelligence. You know who she is? Oh yes. So do you agree that I selected the right picture for this? Okay, thanks. Okay, so there is one more intelligence which is called intrapersonal intelligence, which is about, these are the people who have a passion to find out the answers to the most universal questions. You know, what are these universal questions? Who am I? What am I doing here? What is the purpose of my life? Correct? So these are people who are drawn by these enquiries and really they spend a lot of their time in finding answers to this. Who is this person? Confucius. Okay, so there is one more intelligence which was recently identified, which is called the naturalist intelligence. Okay, so which is about passion for gardens, trees, animals, really understanding the difference between species. Okay. Who is he? Charles Darwin. Yeah. He is not Bala sir. Okay. So now tell me, does this session make any sense to you? Sure. Why? अरे वो माइक घुमाओ. Where's the mic? Give it. Everybody wants to speak. Give it to anyone. Why do you think this is relevant to you? Okay, so see, the next 1 hour I am going to talk about myself. Is that okay? Okay. Because just now we said, okay, tell me what is the relevance of this thing, this information to you. You did not have any answers, but after I tell about myself, I'm sure you are going to really go after your passions. Okay? So why am I telling you all this is, I'm today 59-year-old, okay? And till such time I was 51 or 52, I showed no inclination to any passion. Okay, I was only doing work and going home. That's all I was doing. And when I said that now 50% of my life is over, now I have got some 48, 49 years left, I said I must do something. Okay. And why am I telling this to you? Because you have got how many years left? 80 years left, right? How many? 79 years left. So, I am going to tell you what I did in the last 5, 6, 7 years. And you can imagine what you people can do in the next 79 years. Okay? And I was amazed at myself as what I was, when I was driven to find the passion in me, I was amazed at the speed I achieved what I achieved, of course in my view. Okay, so what did I do? First what I did was I said one of the things which I will do is I will learn painting. So I went in search of some teachers and I found some teachers. She said, okay, you can come and join my class, but you will have to sit on the ground and do the painting. So it was a real painful exercise. You won't know, sitting on the ground with folded legs for 120 minutes is a punishment really for my age. Okay, so I said, okay, I will do that. I sat, my students were in the range of 5 years to 12 years. And I was the oldest member in the school, in the class. But this is what I did, and I was amazed that this is what was capable of. Okay. So this is watercolor. Then I said I have got only 47 years left, so I have to do something more. So what can I do? So I said, okay, if I will do now from watercolor, I will do oil painting. Okay, so I went to another teacher and said, can you teach me? So he gave me a couple of paintings and said, let's start painting this. So I said, no, I won't do that. I want to do a painting because I don't have a talent and I don't have a lot of time in life. So what I want to do is I will paint only those paintings which I understand. So what I did was, this is Van Gogh's painting. I have actually seen the original. This one looks a little bit better than the original one, of course. What I did was I read, he was a prolific writer and he would write a lot of letters. So I read all his letters he wrote to his brother Theo. Then I went and read the book called Lust for Life. It is one of the fantastic books I read about his life. Then I watched his movie. And then I read so many things about his paintings, and then I selected this particular painting. And when I completed that painting, I remember it was 31st October 2006, midnight, 12:15 or sometime. When I put the last dot on this painting, it was an amazing feeling, just amazing. Okay, so I said, now one painting is done. What do I do next? So I said I will pick up some other painting which I understand. Do you know this painting? Anybody? Some painters raise the hand. So this is a very famous painting called The Melting Clocks. Can you see it? Okay. This is a painting which Salvador Dali painted after listening to Einstein about relativity, because that is when he understood that time is not constant. So all these clocks are melting clocks. Okay, so I said I will now start painting, really understanding what these paintings are. So this is one painting from Van Gogh, which is about, he painted it for Paul Gauguin as a spirit of friendship. I said, okay, I have done all the masters, I will do something else. This is one painting which I did. This is a painting done by one spastic person from Pune. He is no more. He died at the age of 27, 28. So he was a person who really loved, he was into relationships, and he would remember everybody's birthdays, marriage anniversaries, this, that. He could not speak well, he could not interact well with people, but he would send them his paintings as on the days of, on important days of the people. So I said I should do his painting also. So I said, I've done all this now and I don't really have a talent. So is there any new possibility? Can I do something more? Because I can't do, with my work, I can't go on doing this painting, and this is not going to really fetch me any value, only my house will be cluttered. Okay. So I said, what can I do? Is there anything new I can do? So I came out with the thought called collaborative painting. Okay, so I took a team, one of the teams from our office, took them for breakfast, and then I said, we have got 1 hour for breakfast, half an hour is, you have the breakfast, the next half an hour, all of you should be doing a painting together. Okay, so this is the painting they created after the breakfast. Then this is a painting I asked, the previous HR director was leaving, so people started collecting money to give him a gift. So I said, HR people are paid a lot of money and they have everything in their whatever they want, they have it in their house. So there is no point collecting money and giving them gift which they already would have. So I said, why don't I get together all the people from, senior people from HR and create a painting for him and give it to him. Okay, so this I extended it in many places and it really brought a lot of value. So this is where our French CEO and his team were visiting us, and they wanted to see how we are working, how to work with Indian people, what is their work style, how we can break ice, this, that and all that. So I said, if these people are coming here to break ice, why don't I break ice with using the painting? So I got hold of our CEO and the senior leadership team members and got them in the hotel lawn and asked them, why don't you create 2 paintings? So one of the paintings is now in France and one of them is in India. So this again, one of my friends from the US, he liked the idea. He said, can you help me do this team building exercise? My team is in the US. I said, we can do that. So I kicked off the meeting at 10:30 at night from Bangalore, and their team was in the US and they did all the painting sitting there. So this is one example of that. So the summary is that if you have a talent or if you pursue a talent, it does not go waste. It can be used even in your workplace. Yeah. Okay, so I said I've done the painting bit, so what should I do now? So I said I'll go and write a book. So my boss said, okay, if you are writing a book, we are very happy, go on, take leave. So I took leave for 11 days and wrote a book. Okay, I worked for some 12-13 hours every day. And at one point of time, I even published it on Amazon. So with no talent at all, I became an author. Okay, so this was a book around what the CEO should be doing for employee engagement. Okay, so I said, now this is done, what can I do? So what kind of new possibilities I could have from there? So I started, so this has been my weekend job. I started creating designer books for all the important people who I respect. I said, these are the books I should be creating. So this is the new possibility I found for myself. I created one for Nandan Nilekani. By that time he was the CEO of Infosys. Then I created for Mr. Vinit Nair, HCL. Then I said, why do I restrict myself only to Indian people? There are some people outside. Some are no more there. So it was a fantastic experience creating these designer books, and some of the reviews that came from them was fantastic. Then I said, okay, why international? Can I create something for the Bollywood guys? So I created one for Amir Khan also. So and I said, okay, I've created all this, what next, what kind of possibility one more possibility I can have for myself with this book. So I said, this is one asset I have, can I use it for some social cause? So I contacted Sunita Krishnan. Do you know Sunita Krishnan? You know? Yeah. So she is a person who rescues women and rehabilitates them. So I asked her, do you mind if I ask my friends around that they donate to her cause, and to all those people I will go and give my book. She said, I don't mind. So I asked all my friends from the Facebook and told them, this is the site, go and watch this video, this is the site, go and donate. Don't tell me whether you are donating 1 rupee or 1,000 rupees. You just donate. The moment you donate that, I will bring the book to you, give the book to you. Of course, this was some kind of an expensive venture, because some of my friends from UK and US also donated. So I had to courier it, and it is very expensive. Okay. So anyway, but I found a way of how your talents can be used. So this, if I have been able to do it in the last 7-8 years, just think what is possible for you to do in the next 70 years. Thank you.